I'm going to say something. And I'm 100% saying this out of anger, okay? So don't at me, don't cancel me. But I have no pity for artists getting erasures by AI art, okay? Fix your
Well, no, but that's the thing, right? If you're out here and you're one of these artists who are being super incompetent, you're not communicating with your customer, you're taking people's money, and then you're coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse for why things are not getting done. You're lying. You're just straight up lying to your customers. Why do you think that people should go to AI art? How are you any better?
Hypothetically, you ask someone to do something, right? And you give them money, and then you're checking on them, and then they are like, yeah, I will do it. And then half a year passes, and it's like, yeah, I was about to. And then again, twice in the last week. Twice, my brother. I am so done with everyone. I am so done. Artists, I pay for them. And we're talking about like a respectable amount of money, right?
Who is she talking about? I've seen this clip before, and I wanted to talk about it because a lot of it's about art. So it's like artists and whatnot. Yeah, I think she's gonna get into it at some point, but I just also realized that it's like 25 minutes. I don't know as well. Like, it could also just be like other people as well, right? Like, I've had people that I've tried setting collabs up with and whatnot, and you get kind of the same treatment. Like, especially like me being a small streamer and also like a dude, like people just kind of don't fucking care about you. Like in reality, like, I don't know, man, I've done a lot of work to try, like, and that's part of the reason why I've kind of not been doing collabs all that much recently, is because like every time I try and go and like reach out to a new person, it's mostly either radio silence because I'm not you know, I don't have a big followership, or it's like people are like, oh yeah, sure, yeah, we can do that, and they just last minute cancel or change of plans because somebody else like requested like their time, right? So you should try VGen for art. I can't remember what I was using at the time. I think I was just going directly through like Twitter DMs or whatever, right? But my first model, the model that I was supposed to get for my VTuber, was $500. It was supposed to be the art and the rigging. They told me, okay, I have other clients. It's going to take me 3 months to be able to get to you and your model. Okay, that's fine. I was like, how long should it take after that? Approximately 3 months. Okay, so 6 months total of waiting, and it should be 3 months before you even start working on it. I got scammed twice on Twitter, but on VGen, not once. Good. I know that VGen is like a referral thing, right? But so this is what happened to me though. So, me knowing that my art is not going to be worked on for 3 months, I don't check in for 3 months, right? I don't really check in until we're starting to get close to the 6 month mark. And I just like, hey, just want to check in and see how things are going. What's your, you know, do you think you're going to get it done in time? Do you think you need an extension? You know, what's the status or whatever? And I got back a response that was like, oh, you know, this thing came up. It was something that was like not a big deal. Like, and I'm not going to be able to get to it, but I'm going to need like a couple more months, right? Oh, okay, that's not a problem. That's fine. So instead of taking 6 months, I'll take like 8 months. That's perfectly fine. Totally happy with that. I understand shit comes up. It's whatever. I want to say like 8 months comes and goes. I don't get an update. I don't get a heads up. No, it's not 8 more months. I'm talking 8 months in total, right? But here's the problem. 8 months comes and goes, and I don't fucking hear back from the artist whatsoever. I contact the artist. What do you think I get back? Excuses. I think the first excuse was, hey, sorry, I got sick. I was in the hospital. I wasn't able to get to your commission. I'm going to have to, you know, I'm just going to have to delay it for longer. I'm really sorry. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, whatever. Okay, shit happens. You were in the hospital. You got sick. I understand. You know, you need to make sure that you take care of yourself. The next excuse was, oh, my computer broke. I had to send it in to get repaired. Blah, blah, blah. I ended up for a commission that was supposed to take in total 6 months. year and a half. I think it was slightly over a year and a half. And when I'm finally like, hey, I need to have some sort of proof that you've done literally any work, literally anything on it, so that otherwise I'm going to have to cancel this commission. And do you know what I got back? Line art. They had drawn basic line art. And I was like, for a year and a half, this seems like not quite a lot of work getting done. Let me go talk to an artist friend and see if this is normal. Like, how much time do they think that my friend, or not my, does my friend think this artist spent on the work? So I sent my friend what I got, and he was like, dude, like that was like an hour. That was an hour of work. Like, they're just lying to you. They're scamming you or something. It's not scamming, because I guess they did some work, right? But do you want to know what the kicker was? So it's like, she was like, oh, okay, this is the line art I did. I should have this done by end of month. I think we're 2 weeks into the month, so 2 more weeks, and she should be done with my VTuber model. So I went and I found her fucking Twitter. And do you want to, and by the way, she was no longer, I think it was actually through Fiverr, right? So she was no longer accepting commissions through Fiverr. She was now taking commissions directly through Twitter and through her website. She had been accepting new commissions, turning around and completing commissions, and not working on mine at all. That's what was happening. I went and I looked through her Twitter and I found out what was happening, because she was accepting new commissions. And she, like, other people were like, oh yeah, I'm so happy you got my commission done. And like, it, you know, you did it so fast. And she was prioritizing other customers and she was ignoring me. That's crazy. Do you want to know why? Do you want to know what I think the reason why she was doing it? I'm a male VTuber. How successful at the time do you think male VTubers were? This was before like the EN male VTuber like HoloLive shit, right? This is before Niji Sanji, like their EN VTubers like started, like male VTubers like basically didn't, like Aethel I guess existed at the time, Shoto exists, but like male VTubers at the time were not doing particularly good. And so I think what she was doing is she was prioritizing female VTubers because she wanted to make a name for herself, because she wanted more people to see her and commission her, right? Kind of scummy. She should have just refunded, but she didn't want to give the money back. Well, that's the thing, is I think she spent the money, right? Because it had already been like a year and a half. So I just went to Fiverr and I was like, hey, give me a refund. Like, I was like, it's been over, like, this is, I think at the time it was like a year and a half late. I think it was literally a year and 9 months. I think it was a year and a half late. And I was like, I need a refund for this. And they gave it to me. But yeah, like that's the thing though, right, Barbite? If you don't want to do the commission, that's fine. Just give me a refund or just deny it in the first place. That's what most people did. At the time, it was a major pain in the ass and it was a major just to even find somebody. What I ended up doing is I was like, well, Lord Aethelstan has a model. Who did he commission for art and who did he commission for rigging? Because I was exhausted of just spending time contacting artists or just looking for artists and just seeing in their TOS that they didn't want to do art for male VTubers, because everybody's just out there trying to promote themselves and male VTubers just were a waste of their time, to be honest with you. And so I just went to Aethel's and I was like, who's his artist and who did his rigging? I'm just going to commission those two people. And what was cool though is both the artist and the rigger had gotten better at their work. So I felt like I got pretty good quality for the price that I spent. Like, I think I only spent $300 for the art and like $750 for the rigging. And I mean, like, I would like to get an update for my rigging. I would like to get more accurate face tracking. But for like what I spent, I feel like I definitely got my money's worth. And I was happy with it. But I just had to get fed up, go find another male VTuber and just be like, I'm just gonna copy what they have. It was such a pain in the ass.
Thousands plus. And they are just like, oh yeah, I moved apartments. My dog was sick. And the neighbor sneezed on me. And in 5 months, you get nothing. You get the bare minimum. I just lost it, man. I'm so tired that I can't rely on anyone to finish any.
You want to know what's crazy though is Kier is in a Discord for artists who accept commissions. And what was really funny is he was in the same Discord as the artist who was supposed to be doing my model. And it was really weird because they literally have channels where people ask for advice. And one of the things that they would get advice on were excuses to come up with for why your commissions are late. And my artist was in there and Kier was like, yeah, no, I can see her in here asking for what excuses she could give her customers. How about this? Just be honest. Hey dude, I accepted too many commissions. I'm underwater. I'm really far behind. If you want a refund, go for it. But if you want to wait, it's going to take this long. Just be upfront and communicate. But the problem is artists suck at communicating. And there's no excuse now. ChatGTP exists. You could literally just have ChatGTP summarize the emails you get from your customers and then write a response and send it out. You could literally have ChatGTP or some sort of automation mass email your customers to let them know what's going on. There's no excuse. There's no excuse now. You can automate and ChatGTP this shit.
I'm going to say something. And I'm 100% saying this out of anger, okay? So don't at me, don't cancel me. But I have no pity for artists getting erasures by AI art, okay? Fix your
Well, no, but that's the thing, right? If you're out here and you're one of these artists who are being super incompetent, you're not communicating with your customer, you're taking people's money, and then you're coming up with excuse after excuse after excuse for why things are not getting done. You're lying. You're just straight up lying to your customers. Why do you think that people should go to AI art? How are you any better? Like, I do think that AI art is up. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it should be stealing from artists. But at the same time, if you're so shit at your job and you have a terrible reputation, why should people go to you? You're running a business. Treat it like a business. If you don't want to treat it like a business and you just want to take advantage of people, maybe you deserve AI taking advantage of you. A lot of the code AI writes is terrible. Like, I don't see value in it. Like, the problem is AI code looks innocuous until it's not, and then it doesn't work and you have to debug it and figure it out. And generally it produces more slop and creates more work than it solves. The one thing that I hate about Twitter is things are so, how do you want to put it? Like, people play teams, I guess you could say, right? Like, you know, like I feel like you can't talk negatively about artists because all of the artists just band together and jump down your throat. So I'm a little bit glad that SquChan, who is also an artist, is having the same experience and is able to talk about it, because it's like something that I feel like I can't talk about. Because if I do, like, people are just gonna like blacklist me from getting commissions, or people are gonna jump down my throat and be like, well, this is a you problem because XYZ, or you should communicate better. And it's just like, dude, like, I do all I can. I'm the one that's reaching out every single time, and I try and give as much leeway as possible. I just feel like I'm getting over.
Stop trying to cancel people. I don't care what they do, okay? They can dig a hole and sleep in it. All I care. I know AI. No, it's not that. I noticed that I gave references for everything, right? And I gave a reference for L. And I was like, that's so strange that L doesn't look like how I gave the reference, but it looks like how he looked like when I first debuted. And I started to look into it. And it turns out that the guy I commissioned used to be part of our community. And he did a fan art like back then, like 2 years ago. And he used that L asset and just plugged it into the commission.
Oh, the I've been procrastinating Control-C, Control-V. Dude, this is like when you were in school and you were working on an essay, right? And you procrastinated till the very last minute, and all you're doing is going to like Wikipedia, or you're Googling something, and you're just Control-C, Control-Ving some sort of essay together not even rewriting it, not doing references correctly, right? You're just literally plopping shit into an essay to get it done in time because you procrastinated for so fucking long. Oh, dude, if I were her, I would just tell them, hey, listen, I'm canceling the commission and I'm refunding. Like, I'm disputing this. The commission's late. You're scamming me. Like, you're literally just reusing assets that you did previously. I'm just, it feels so scummy, and it's like you're getting scammed. It's fucked up.
My standards are so low that is basically underground. I am digging towards China at this point. Okay, the joy of VTubing, I am so fucking done. Okay, I am just thinking that it's either that you commission someone who is big and good and responsible, and it will cost.
But here's the problem for somebody like me, a small VTuber, a literal Who-tuber, right? I won't even get a response from those people, right? It's like Iron Vertex, right? They do a lot of rigging for some very big VTuber names, right? They're some of the best in the business. They wouldn't even respond to my DM if I DM'd them because I'm not big enough. I don't matter. Hi Ella, happy Mother's Day. How are you doing? Like they would not even respond to my inquiry if I messaged them. So they're out of my league. I can't even, it doesn't matter if I want to spend the money. They won't even talk to me. So I can't do that. There's so many big name artists. I couldn't even talk to them because they're not going to accept my DM. I could commission a big name artist, big name person in rigging. I'm going to be at the bottom of the wait list, but I'm also at the bottom of the priority. If another big name comes in and they pay for the like a rush order, my shit is going to get deprioritized because I don't matter.
And you're a famous female. Imagine being a male nobody. It's pain to even find someone that would do your comm in the first place.
Wow, he's saying literally what I just said earlier. He's not wrong, right? If SquChan, she's a pretty large streamer and she's relatively famous, and it's not. You can see it right here. It's something reamy, but they're going through the same exact thing as me, where it's just like literally like you're a Who-tuber, 1, and then 2, you're male. Like people just don't even either they don't accept or they constantly deprioritize your commission.
And then if you complain to them, then they are just like, oh, a big person is bullying me. So like you have to like swallow, or they will just don't know you, right? Like that's not much better.
Or I wonder if you're like, hey, I commissioned them. This is their normal quality. And this is the quality that they gave me. I find that it's unacceptable. I would either like them to work on it again or give me a refund. I bet you're going to get a Twitter thread on you. That's, dude, how many, like, I wonder what would happen if you did a chargeback or requested for them to do the work over because they decided they probably procrastinated because they didn't want to do it. And then they also didn't put a lot of effort into it. So you got like bullshit. And then on top of that, you get a Twitter thread canceling you because they don't want to do it.